So this is the third video in a series of how to create an engaging, well-structured and functional website using WordPress for the delivery of a unit of work. Now previously I've looked at how to, in the first video we looked at how to establish a web page, give it a title, a domain name and edit some basic features. Second video we looked at how we can change the name of a page, add in some content and various forms of content to, I guess, engage students but also assess learning. Now comes the more visual part. So you've got your content, you've got your pages. Now if you forget how to add a page, obviously you let's just click on add. You title that, let's just call that assessment. Then you might have your details, you'll have a link to your assessment notification, and if you have any previews or samples, which I believe are important, link them in some way, shape or form. So again, once you're done, click on publish and we'll see that we have another page added to our site. Now speaking of our site, we can see it here. Now looks beautiful, but hey, the Trolltunga, which is the actual name of this place, and I think it's in Norway. It's beautiful, but not relevant to what we are looking for. Now, students live in the hypervisual, what I call the hypervisual generation. Everything is about aesthetics, and we obviously want to appeal to that. We want to engage, and the way to do that is by using and appealing to their senses. In this case, visual senses. Now, we usually like to, and if I was talking about design and that type of thing, we want to, I guess, express and communicate a theme, an emotion, a feeling, a tone, all this stuff that English teachers talk about. But hey, they talk about it for a reason, because it's relevant. Now, let's look at how to actually do that. So this is where your themes come into it. Now, if I just click on the word themes itself, we can change themes. So you've got numerous themes here that you can have a look at, try, and at the moment you can see that I have this one here active. Now, I believe I chose this one for a different website that I have, but there's no shortage of free themes. But for now, let's stick with Karuna. I'm happy with that. And obviously at the top right here, you can see all that is free. Now, let's click on Customize. So Customize, as the word suggests, this is where we can make some changes in the site identity. You can add in a logo, and I think I talked about this in the first video. Not really key or important. Tagline, if you want. A site icon, which will show up in your bar, search bar up here, or URL bar. Footer credit. Now, footer credit is what is at the bottom of the page. Now, usually this is the basic one. I think we can have a little more minimalistic one. You need to have it unless you want to pay, of course. So I choose the logo, which is simply just a small logo at the bottom. And then I'll save and publish those changes. Okay, let's go back. Colors and backgrounds. So again, we're talking about tone, we're talking about theme. What do you want to express? Now, purple and green. Purple and green, I don't know about purple and green. Maybe I'll try something else. Let's work with the color palette. So pick your own color, or I might choose, well, that's a bit crazy, some different color palettes. Anyway, choose what you want. White is good. I like white. White's simple. Headings, default theme. You can choose a font if you wish. And a lot of this is already pre-designed in your template, hence the name template. That's what you're given, that's what you work with, but you can make little changes. Now, your header image. You can choose one that is there, or maybe you can upload your own. So let's add a new image. Let's upload a file, media library. Let's say that I want to look at developing a unit in English on Animal Farm. I want to, I guess, communicate a tone and a feeling of terror, of darkness, of, in the same sense, I guess, a lack of you know, if we're talking about communism, you know, what colours do we use? Red, grey, these types of things. Anyway, I'll leave that up to you, but let's just choose one. If you want good quality, click on Settings, go to Advanced Search, and image size. We want larger than that. This will mean that you get better quality image. Let's click on usage rights and labeled for reuse if you wish. Usually that limits the quality of, and let's say labeled for non-commercial use because we're not attempting to make any money off it. Again, wow, look at all the great things we can see. The imagery, not as good as obviously those that are copyrighted in some way, shape or form. But I don't know, let's just choose one. And of course you can change it if you wish. Now, Thugnote's pretty funny. Let's just view his image. Now, we have to save image as because we need to upload it rather than getting that as a link. Once I upload it to my desktop, you can see it's saved down here in Downloads. Okay, let's go back to here. Let's select Files. I'll go to my Downloads, click on Most, Date Modified. Where is it? Anyway, if you can't find it, you can then just drag it in. Select and crop. Now I want to, let's have that. Let's crop image. And we have the header. Yeah, not great in terms of the colours and everything, but that's for you to decide. Anyway, I'll just show you that you can do that. Okay, let's save and publish that. So we've got our header image. You can change the header images for each of the pages as well when you edit the page menus. Let's look at the primary location. Now you may want to change the order of this. Now, and also if you want some sub pages, what you can then do is click on reorder. So what do I mean by that? I mean that maybe you want development indicators to be one page, but then you want some sub pages. So I want my case study of Bhutan, when I hover over development indicators, to come up underneath. And this is where we need to reorder. So let's put Bhutan under development indicators, and then let's push it to the right to create a sub page. You then click on Done. I'll click on Save and Publish. Okay, let's go back, and I'll go back again, and let's save. Let's click on Economics of Happiness. Let's go to that, and let's give my site a preview. So again, development indicators. We might need to do some editing, showing up here that we've got some issues with our pages, but let's work that out. So you encounter a problem, can be fixed. My problem is that I've got pages all over the place. We need to change that. So we can go to Themes, Customize, Menus, Menu Locations. Let's click on Primary. Then we have our pages. Now we have Home, we have Pages, we've got the sub page. Let's click on Save Publish. So you know what? You'll encounter issues, you'll encounter problems, but it's just about having a go to try and figure out how you can solve those problems. Now let's try that again, Site Preview. Aha, there we go. So if I open up my case study of Bhutan, as you can see, we just simply renamed the contact page as Case Study Bhutan, so you'll need to edit that. If I click on Home, that should take me back to the home page with my content. Now, let's see whether, and yes, our edited page with the video and the embedded Google form is there. So hopefully that gives you some things to work on and will help you with your structure of your